Florida State-Miami games are always hard-fought games. This was like it always has been. We have a slight lead at halftime. I think they might have cut it to 2 points a couple of times. They're a hard game for us to prepare because they shoot the ball well from the three, and they really, we've been vulnerable all year to containing the dribble drive, and they attack the basket real well, and they're great finishers. We had our hands full, but I thought we got the stops that we had to during the critical parts of the game, and obviously Darren Green stepped up and shot the three very well. And we got some big rebounds when we had to. The interesting thing, we got some deflections and steals. We had in the first half. I thought that we had a lot of stops that allowed us to get out and get some easy basket in transition. But they still found ways during the second half to drive and get to the basket. And there toward the end, I thought we did a much better job of containing the dribble. Because it says a lot about our guys because we've been having a challenging year. It seems as though they want to finish the season strong. And, I love their togetherness and camaraderie that they had today. We trying to get all our seniors on the floor in the game. Locker room's festive. And they in a good frame of mind, I think, going into the ACC Tournament. Any questions?
What does it say for Darren on a day like senior day to handle it emotionally and then go out and drain 8 threes?
Well, Darren is our most experienced player, high character. And when you work as hard at your game as he does, there's a certain level of confidence that comes over you that when you just feel confident, if I get this position on the floor. And then obviously it meant a lot more to him today, being his last time he was probably playing the Tuck. And it meant an awful lot to him. And I thought his consistent shooting the ball well from the perimeter, I thought it inspired his teammates. And I thought he gave them confidence. And then they started looking for him. I thought that made a huge difference. Us pushing the ball and moving the ball a lot better in this particular game. I thought we were able to move the ball enough to get him some good looks. Normally people play no catch on him, and he doesn't have the opportunity to get the kind of looks he had today, but I thought his teammates did a great job of getting him the ball.
Y'all had, I think it was 12, I don't have it in front of me, but 12 offensive rebounds in the first half. Bobby Bowden had a few. I think Jackson was in there, Corin. Was that an emphasis coming into the game or just the way the ball was bouncing?
Just so you know, that's been an emphasis of us the entire year and just about every game. We just have not been as effective. I thought Taylor went in and got some offensive rebounds, and he just showed that I'm coachable and I'm going to utilize my skill set to help the team win this game. So I thought he kind of was much more aggressive. He had a big block in the game there. His energy level, I thought, was just tremendous. He shows what the future holds for him. Taylor got us started. And I just thought the team kind of filled in a little bit themselves, and that's why we got to the foul line a little bit there, because when you go to the offensive board, you got the ball under the basket, and you get to the foul line because people are trying to stop you when you get the ball around the basket.
Why was it important for you to give all those seniors at least a couple seconds in the game?
Well, this will be the last memory that they'll have of playing with each other. And with their teammates, cheering them on. It's a very special moment, especially for the walk-ons who don't have a chance to play as nearly as much. And the energy that our players displayed when they knew that we was going to start Isaac, I mean, they was clapping and calling his name. Getting all the guys in the game for this special moment means an awful lot. So I think we've lost 2 of these in 20-some years, I believe, last games. And this will be a fond memory for them. It was important to us to send these guys off with that positive feeling, but it also is important to them to have a fond memory of your last game. So it was huge all the way around.
I know you want to go and win the whole thing, but when you head to DC, what do you want to see from your team when you guys take the court?
I just want us to be consistent with the things we have in our game plan. I mean, physically we're capable, but a lot of the things that we would like to be habits for them, of them, is not there. I mean, and I took things. As a coach, I've had to take Paul to look like fly. Well, most of the time my juniors and seniors have been freshmen and sophomores. So all these little things that maybe doesn't show up in the statistical column, like your foot placement, your inside foot needs to always be up so you can see the man in the ball, as opposed to your outside foot up where you lose sight of the guy on the other side. Just, closing out with your hand above the ball, accelerating on the switch, switching to overplay or switching to front. Those things are habit forming, and when you haven't drilled them, it's hard to execute it when it's not something that's part of what you've established over a period of time. And when someone is attacking you off the dribble, you need to accelerate. You can't go at the same speed that the dribble is going. You got to run as fast as you can to get back in front of it. I mean, those things that we are not consistently doing is causing us some challenges during the course of the game. So there are a lot of fundamentals that I think that we can get better if we have, and we got to approach it as moving forward. I got the memo this time. We're going to do a lot more of those fundamental drills that we need to install into our program to be consistent with. And in the past, we've had juniors, and with freshmen and sophomores, they kind of had developed those habits. And right now, we got some things that we need to be doing consistently to win that we have not developed yet. That answers the question.
Coach, how important is it to end the season on a high note? Obviously, it's a big rivalry win. You guys lost 2 straight, and got the ACC tournament coming up.
It's so important. In college athletics now, there are so many distractions that's going on now. Now you're talking about unions, you're talking about portal, you're talking about NIL, you're talking about, it's your mind. You're so distracted with things that we normally didn't have to deal with for numbers of years, and that's the new mindset in college athletics. So you've got to develop those relationships, and have the ability to communicate, and trust one another, and come up with a new way of doing things. Times are not the same. So this is very important thing for us today.
Your teams have won 11 out of the last 12, I think, against Miami. A lot of them have been hard-fought games, but nonetheless, that's a lot of success. What do you attribute your consistent success against?
I think it's 12.
Is it?
Yeah, correct.
12 and 1. Somebody told me that.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens in rivalries. Somebody get an edge for a while, then somebody else, will break it. It means an awful lot, to both teams when you have these kind of rivalries. Sometimes it motivates one, and sometimes the other one might take it for granted. That's just human nature. But for us, Miami and Florida State, they've had one of the more healthy type of rivals that I know in the United States. When I was the head coach at the University of Miami, I was always admired Bobby Bowden in the way how graciously he was when he won and when they lost, how he handled the rivalry. He was always complimentary. when he lost. He never tried to rub it in the face when he won. He was a class act, and so it's been a nice rivalry that we respect each other, but we compete like the Dickens when we play against each other. That's the way Miami we've done in basketball. I think there was a period there where we were just tick for tack. I don't know what that number is, but we win one and they win. The last few years we've been kind of had the upper hand, and hopefully we keep it that way.
With all the madness that comes with the month of March, what does a win like this kind of do to help the confidence level to maybe cause an upset or to do something big in the tournament?
Well, for us, this game probably means an awful lot because we haven't had the consistent year that we normally like to have. So that's what it's all about. Trying to find a way to to be successful. And now the hopes that we hang on to is there have been teams that have played their way in to the NCAA tournament and all the way to the Final Four that had similar years to what we had. I think Georgia finished the season of 17 and 14 and went all the way to the Final Four one time. I think LSU did the same thing. I mean, that's what makes this sporting event the number one sporting event in the world. When you can, when you think about it, you have servicemen overseas, with their little, those little game, brackets that they have, trying to figure out who's gonna win, and all the offices at work and all the TVs gonna be tuned in to watching their teams, and probably won't be very much work done in offices while the Final Four is going on. Some people have it on their phone, they be looking down while they're looking at the computer. It's just a great fun time because every school starts out with an opportunity to win a national title. And that's why I've been such a proponent for adding more teams so they can enjoy the experience and the opportunity that playing in March Madness plays for you. So it's huge. It's something that we always look forward to. And here at Florida State, we've enjoyed a lot of participation in that. So let's see, can we go and be one of those special teams that people be talking about 15 years from now? They went to the ACC Tournament and found a way to get it done.